Come on in, Jesse Weber, NewsNation legal contributor. Jesse, these were interesting comments from President Biden today on the pardon. To be clear, we do not know the outcome of this case. It is ongoing. There will be a verdict one way or another. But as you and I were discussing off air the other day, President Biden doesn't have to wait for an outcome of this case to pardon his son, right, if he wants to, though he says right now he's not going to do it anyway.
There's no political or legal benefit for him to do it right now, right? So I think what he's going to be doing is taking the position, as presidents have done in the past, I'll wait for the case to play out. And look, here's the deal. There's a strong chance Hunter Biden's going to be convicted. The evidence against him is very strong. Yeah, I think this is a really straightforward case. I think if you're trying to establish whether or not he was abusing drugs and was an addict at the time he ultimately purchased the gun, the evidence is pretty strong. There's some creative arguments being put forward by the defense. Hallie Biden today says she never witnessed Hunter Biden abusing drugs at that time, but she also said right after he purchased the gun, she found remnants of cocaine and drug paraphernalia in his car. And this is just one bit of it. So I think he's going to say, listen, I let the process play out. He's not going to be sentenced immediately when that sentencing happens.
Like 2, 3, 4 months afterwards, if that happens, right?
Right. So then...
And so that brings November into the equation. Again, these are all ifs, but that butts right up to November.
It's about the election. And I think it's about allowing this process to play out. And ultimately, I mean, I think this is going to be a case where you're seeing the building blocks of it. He said the other day, I'm the president, but I'm also his father. You're seeing Abby Lowell, Hunter Biden's attorney, saying this is politically motivated. It all seems as a justification if he ultimately wants to pardon his son, which I don't think a lot of people would blame him or be surprised by that.
He is the president of the United States, and as he pointed out in his statement, he's also a father. Right? And all of that.
And real quick, Blake, if you're going to pardon somebody, this kind of case, which we've talked about before, if his name wasn't Hunter Biden, you wouldn't have brought the charges. Again, I think it makes sense.
All right, Jesse Weber, NewsNation legal contributor. Talk to you probably tomorrow. Thank you, sir.
Sounds good. Thanks so much.
Thank you for watching, and make sure you go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.